are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey everyone, I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates for all things inspirational, positive, life lessons, self improvement, and mindset shifting. If you're interested, click the subscribe button. And as always, I would love for you to join my channel membership. Hey everyone, it's so good to see you all. Happy new week. How's my volume? I hope everybody is doing great. They've had a great new start for the week. So let me see who's in the chat. First in, hey the word, welcome. Appreciate all my members always when you all drop by. Remember to put exclamation point. Remember to have your link dropped. So welcome in the word. Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Grammy's Journal, how are you? Good to see you. I think I got everybody. I believe so. Yes, thank you all so much for being here. Today we're going to talk about mental health because I think it's a topic that no matter how many times you cover speaking on mental health, there's always something more that we should talk about. So let me make my ticker go. Yes. So welcome everybody. Like I said, today we're talking about mental health and how important it is for us to talk about the topic of our mental health. You know, your mental health, we don't understand how important our mental health is until our mental health is on the line. Sorry, everybody. My allergies today. You don't understand how your mental health is affected until it really happens to you. So that's why it's so important to guard our mental health and to not allow things and people to disrupt it. You know, nothing can happen without our permission, and we have to pay attention to the signs, okay? Let's get into this topic. Your mental health, it's a state of mind, okay? When you're mentally healthy, your feelings, your actions, and your relationships are in a good place. You can be mentally healthy and still have stress, sadness, and some disruptions in your life. That's normal. We're human beings. Things are going to happen. You're going to feel stressed out. You're going to feel overwhelmed. But The issue is when you stop being able to cope with your life. I just wanted to give some tips on the things that I think is important for us to pay attention so that we constantly guard our mental health. Okay? It's very important for us to guard our mental health. Okay? Very important topic. Okay? So, mental health. The number one thing is we have to talk about our mental health. Okay? So, one of the first things that is so important is for us to, number one, get enough sleep. Okay? Shanti, hi. How are you? Welcome. Hey, growing what I eat. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay? So, it's very important for us to get enough sleep. When our sleep is messed up, it's going to really make us be off in our life, right? So, sleep is so important because sleep recharges your body and your mind. When you're not getting enough rest, it's like you just don't feel right. You feel drained. Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you so much, Shanti. And how are you growing what I eat? Welcome. It's so important for us to get enough sleep. And I know what you all are going to say, right? It's so difficult for us to not get enough sleep, okay? It's very difficult because stress, insomnia, lots of other things can make us feel like we can't because we have so much on our brain, right? Each of us has certain things that we are dealing with, certain things that we're going through. Nate, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, thank you so much for growing what I eat. Appreciate it. Now you know what I have to do when the super chat hits. Let's go. Y'all know I love that panda, right? I love the panda. Thank you so much for growing what I eat. Very much appreciated. Okay, so let's get back to it. I want to ask you all, how is your sleep? Are you getting enough sleep? I can say honestly, I don't get enough sleep. I probably average between 4 to 5 hours. Shanti, you laughing? Yeah, I love that panda. I probably average 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So if you're not getting enough sleep, we have to find out why we're not getting enough sleep. It could be your job. It could be stresses in your life, things that are happening to you. Yeah, it's all of those things, and we have to pay attention to ourselves, the patterns. Some things that, like, when you think like something's off, do whatever it takes to make you get your sleep. I know for sure for me, mine was my job. Working at night, it like disrupts everything, right? It disrupts everything in our lives. It disrupts how we function. You're tired all the time, you feel fatigued. And that's why it's very important when I get into the topic more of talking about the food, that's a factor in it too. Yes, stress for sure, Shanti. Stress for sure. 4 to 5 on a good day at night. Rough sleeping, good during the day. Okay. Yeah. You're right. Most of us don't. And if we're honest with ourselves, then we'll know, right? We'll know that we're not getting enough sleep, and we just have to do something that will help us to get more sleep, right? Get more sleep in our lives. And it's important to get that balance of sleep because when we don't get enough sleep, it's like we walk around, you start shaking. You start shaking like a leaf because you're not taking care of yourself. And when your body doesn't get rest, it affects your mind. Okay. So let's get into our point number 2 on how we can protect our mental health. Okay. Number 2 is to get off of our devices. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have phones. I got phones. Okay. Job phone and personal phone. I also have a tablet. I have a computer. You have the TV. So there's a lot of things that can cause us to not be able to guard our mental health because we're so busy on either social media or the job or family members or something getting us sidetracked, right? How many of us are sidetracked in this life? Sidetracked from doing the things that we need to do. And it's not good. My doctor recommended that throws everything off, being up all night. Yeah, that's one of the things that I had to do. I try my best. Like, there are some times where I do have to work at nights, but I try my best to keep on a day schedule because there's nothing like being able to, after a long day at work, there's nothing like being able to go in and go to sleep, right? So try your best if possible. If maybe you could change your work schedule. Or another thing that can cause our mental health to be off too is we're not balancing, you know, like help at home. If you can get help from your family members, try to get some help from others, right? Try to get some help, ask for help. That's something that I struggle with a lot of times. I struggle with getting help because I failed to ask. Now, I know I'm not the only person that has a problem asking for help. And we have to ask for help. That's the only way that we can get the things that we need. So, welcome in, everybody. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. Appreciate all of the support. So, let's get back into it. When we have to get off of our devices. So in my notes I wrote down that we have to have a time limit that we give ourselves to be on our devices, whether it be our phones, um, our tablet, our computer, watching TV, gaming, whatever it is that causes us to be distracted. We have to put those devices away. Give yourself a time limit. Just like you would give time limit to children, you should also give a time limit to how much you spend your energy mentally, emotionally, spiritually on devices because it gets you sidetracked and it's not good because you feel like we live in a digital age, right? We all live in a digital age where we feel that we have to constantly 100% of the day be on our phones, be on this app or whatever social media apps you're on, right? So we have to take control or we will be controlled. That's very important. Now, let's get into our point number 3. How we can protect our mental health is we also have to have good time management. And for me, that was the hardest thing, to have proper time management, right? Time management. And it's so much things that happen in our lives that we can get stressed out. We get stressed out by life and we just are trying to go through our days. When you're an adult, you have to grow up. And in growing up, we also, hey, Michael Carter Show, welcome. Good to see you. And in growing up, we also understand that it's very important for us to fix what needs to be fixing. We have to have plans. We have to have goals, and we have to be reasonable in them. You can't accomplish 15 things in one day. Have three or four things that you try to accomplish every day, and then you stick with it. So, that's reasonable. And that's going to help us to not become overwhelmed, not to be stressed out. Good deal? Okay. So let's go on to the next one. When we were talking about getting off our devices, we have to understand that spending all of our time on social media and not being busy in our real life. So let me just say this: there is social media and then there's real life, okay? So we don't want the social media or gaming or other things to distract us from what's really important in our lives and what's really important to you. I can say some of the things that are important to me, my family, my mental health, my spirituality. There are certain things that I do not allow to take first position over that. And we can get distracted by, trying to be popular, trying to please other people, trying to be perfect. And we are none of those things, right? Nobody's perfect. Everybody does wrong. Everybody makes mistakes, but we have to find out what we want and we have to protect that. It's very important to do that. Don't push your family away, push away other people for those who on social media who don't care about you at the end of the day, do they? They don't care about you at the end of the day. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself and take care of your family. And we have to learn to balance our time. You have to balance your time. Just like most of us, we have to work. You have bills that you need to pay, but you also need to schedule quality time with your loved ones. There's something to be said of making your time count. It's the quality time, it's the quality moments that you spend with those that you love. That's very important. Yes, Shanti. Yes, happy Monday to you. So it's very important for us to balance our time and to spend time doing the things that is important. Your, social media, what you're doing in your Instagram reels or whatever apps that you're on. All of those things should not take the place of the time that you spend with your loved ones. Remember to pour into them and also never forget to pour into yourself. So, we're talking about protecting our mental health, protecting your mental health. And if nobody has told you yet today, your mental health does matter. Mhm. Your mental health does matter. And another thing that goes in with your mental health is what you consume, the food that you're eating. So, my point number 4 is for you to eat right. Yeah, eat right. Lovey, hey, happy Monday. So good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. When we think about eating, I'm definitely a person when I'm busy doing things, I forget to take care of myself. Like I'll go halfway through the day and don't eat. So I'm not just saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself as well. Make sure that you're eating right, taking care of yourself because the right foods, not just any food. Like we all know we're busy and stuff, and sometimes you have to go through the drive through and pick up something, but the right foods. It improves your mental energy and your focus. So, those who mainly eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, you're less likely to be depressed. Okay? You're less likely to be depressed than those who eat meat and dairy more often. Now, I'm not I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving out medical advice. I'm not telling everybody what to do, but I am just saying that we have to also pay attention to how we're eating. How we're eating affects how we feel mentally. And for me, I had to learn that while I'm busy and I'm working and I'm doing all of these things for my family and for other people, I was just eating like garbage food, because you're just trying to maintain. Awesome, Lovey. Thank you so much. I was just eating garbage food, garbage, garbage, garbage. And what you eat is how you feel. If you eat junk, What y'all know? What's the answer to the? What's the rest of that statement? You eat garbage and you're gonna feel like garbage. So I had to also learn to look at, okay, what am I consuming? What am I eating? That shows that I care about myself. That shows that I love myself. Love yourself enough to make some plans. I had to get into some meal prep. hmm You know, we can't make excuses. If you want to do better, you will, right? If you want to do better, you will do better. Good deal? Okay. So let's get into, we're talking about eating right. And eating right is more than just getting healthy foods, it's also checking with your doctor, getting your regular health checkups to make sure you know what's going on with you. And I'm not going to lie to you all, I don't enjoy going to the doctor. I don't like it. And let's just be honest. Who wants to go to a doctor? Nobody. I don't like going to a doctor, but I think it's very important for us to think about what we're eating, how we treat ourselves, getting our physicals, making sure our health is going okay so that we don't have any surprises. We want to be around for the long haul. Thank you so much, Lovey. Wellness, how are you? Good to see you. It's so important for us to focus on all of those parts, right? Leticia, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everybody spending some time with me on this Monday. It's very important for us to talk about our health, and our health is more than our mental health is more than just, you know our thoughts, our thinking. It's also how you're sleeping, if you're eating right, are you consuming the right things. And another thing that goes with our eating, point number 5, we're going to talk about is getting outside. We're so busy paying bills, taking care of home, doing everything that we need to do, that we have to also step outside, you know, get some fresh air, get some exercise. That's very good for your mental health. We can't just be inside doing the things that we need to do in the household. We also need to think about what? Ourselves. Get outside, get some fresh air, do your favorite hobby, but get some exercise. That's so very important. Mhm. Get outside because that fresh air is proven to help us mentally. It's very important to also help us with our physical and our spiritual health. All of them are connected and they are a part of us. So you take care of one aspect of your life and you take care of all of the aspects. I just came in from a run outside. Yes, it sure is hot. So make sure you're replenishing your fluids, Leticia. Make sure you're replenishing when you go do your exercise. And you feel so good, right? You feel so good when you get your exercise and you're taking care of yourself. You're getting proper balanced sleep. And when it comes to our mental health, too, we have to also think about how much we're pouring into others and how much are we pouring into ourselves. This is a very important topic to talk about. While I'm a firm believer in helping others, being there for others, supporting other people, but when it comes to ourselves, are we pouring some of that same love into ourselves? That will affect us mentally if we are giving out more than we receive. And it's not being selfish to think about ourselves. That's not selfish. That means that you love yourself, that you're in a good space and place, that you're walking in your worth, that you know who you are and you know what you're about, and you know how to be self aware, be aware of your present circumstance, be aware of everything that you are. See, nobody knows your backstory. I have to always say that almost every live stream. People don't know the struggles and the pain that you have been through in the past or what you are enduring currently. We put on that what is that? That fake smile, that phony smile, that smile at everybody like everything is okay, and on the inside, you're not doing okay. That's why you have to understand that your mental health matters, and you must protect your mental health. Mm-hmm. You must reflect and protect your mental health. The things that you want for other people to do, you also have to do for yourself. And that means pulling back from certain individuals that are causing your mental health to take a hit. Those who are draining you, those who are taking from you, those who are not appreciating you. We have to pull back from those individuals so that we can protect our own mental health. And until you do so, people are going to continuously take from you. People are going to continuously hurt you. But we have to understand in life that until you make decisions, right? Good decisions, and we must make good decisions for ourselves. We do. We have to make good decisions for ourselves and love ourselves. Love ourselves the way we deserve. And I know there's a lot of people who are watching this now live or will watch on the replay. And I want you to know that people may not know what you're struggling with on your day-to-day basis. People may not appreciate what you have gone through on your day-to-day basis, but you know, and that's what's important. And when you need to take your mental health breaks, take your downtime, take your alone time, take your me time to be in your meditation, to be in your prayer, so that you can replenish yourself and feel good about yourself. Go and have your fitness, go to the gym, spend time with loved ones. So while you pour out to others, we're always pouring into somebody. You don't even realize that you have poured out so much until you get drained and you just say, enough, I can't do anymore. So we don't want to get to the point in our lives that we give so much that we have to just be down completely, like your body will just shut down because you're doing too much. The saying, you're doing the most. So don't do more than others deserve. Now, I'm just going to say it just like that. There are some people in our lives that don't deserve us. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your mental energy, your spiritual energy, your physical energy. And don't even get me started about your sexual energy. They don't deserve any of those things. So be careful about how much you put out. Hey, JW, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy New Week. There's some that just don't deserve us. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your time because they're not being respectful of you. They don't listen to you. They don't value your opinions. They talk over you. Don't let people constantly use you like a doormat. There are times where you have to speak up for yourself and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And only you can make that stipulation. Only you can speak up and say when you've had enough. Only you can be mature enough to say, I'm doing too much, or they're using me, or they're not appreciating me like I deserve. See, the more that you know your worth, the more that you know your power, and you know what you're made to do, that you know your purpose in your life, anything outside of that, anything that is distracting you, or anything that goes left, you don't have the time. Just like me, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to be consumed. I'm so busy in doing me. I'm so busy in my joy. I'm so busy in my light, and using the gifts and the talents that God has given me, that I don't have time. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Anything that is low vibrational, anything that brings down my energy, anything that brings negativity in my life, I can't. I can't. Okay, so let's get into talking about point number 6. We just talked about getting outside. Let's also talk about making time for mindfulness, right? Mindfulness. So, what does that mean? Mindfulness is about the things that you bring into your mind, right? But also, that mindfulness is taking time to separate yourself from everything that you've been pouring out, but and getting into your inside. I always speak all the time about your inner work, your inner work, and that means meditation, exercise, alone time, reflection, prayer. All of these things, it restores the peace inside of ourselves. And when we get into mindfulness, we cleanse our mind of the toxins. There's a lot of things in this life that are toxic, you know, toxic thinking of others, negativity, sadness, disappointments, is so many things that can make us feel like nothing, right? Everybody knows that. There's a lot of things that can make us feel like nothing. hmm And it could be a job, it can be certain people in our life, but we can't have that without our permission. Let me tell you how strong the power of your mind is. The power of your mind is so strong that when you know who you are, when you know who you belong to, when you know who you serve, and you know your purpose of your life, and you love yourself, and you're pouring into yourself, and you know your inner strength, there's nothing that can disrupt it. See, there's a saying that I came up with when I was going through a really hard period in my life, that my inner is not a reflection of my outer. So even though, like, you could go through some hard times, some struggle, some sadness in your life, it doesn't change the inside of you. It doesn't change who you are as a human being. You know, we feel sometimes like when our realest one, welcome, how you doing? Happy new week. Um, when some dark times happen to us, and dark times happen to all of us, you know, traumas, pain, sadness, disappointment, it happens to all of us. It's a part of the human experience, right? It's a part of the human experience to go through things, but it's about how you bounce back. I always say that you can either, when something happens to you, you can be like that ball, and when something happens, that ball drops, it hits the ground. Do you just stay there? Do you lie down? Do you give up? Or do you let yourself bounce back? You are not your circumstance. You are not what is happening to you. You're not a reflection of that. And when you go into your inside, the inside of you, who you are as an individual, who you are as a human being, matched with your personality and your talents, your gifts, using your gifts to help others, use your gifts to bless others, you're going to feel good about yourself. It's very important for us to walk in mindfulness every day. And in that mindfulness, this is where we walk in gratitude. And that it's so hard to be grateful for what you have when you go through hard times. I can't say for everybody, but for me, it was very hard for me to be grateful for my life when I didn't have the things that I want. I was not receiving the things that I want. I it's hard to appreciate when life is not exactly how you want it to be. So we have to think, however your life is, whatever you have, be grateful for that. If you have a roof over your head, you have food to eat. It may not be everything that you want, but we have to constantly seek on the inside of us, constantly work on ourselves. Who am I? You know, and as we grow, as we mature as individuals, as human beings, we have to celebrate that inside of ourselves. There was definitely a time in my life where I did not believe in myself. There was definitely a time in my life where I didn't think I could do certain things. But I stand here and now today in front of you all, mature, confident, wise. You know, I'm blessed. And I'm not afraid and ashamed to say I've been through some bumps in the roads. I've made some mistakes. I've done some wrong. I've hurt people, but when you're mature, you know how to forgive yourself. And I'm getting into the next one. The next part is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not for other people, forgiveness is for you. You have to make choices if you can forgive somebody and either keep them in your life or forgive that person and let them go. See, before I thought forgiveness meant that you have to keep people in your life, but forgiveness is for you so that you do not be held hostage in a prison of mental, emotional, spiritual anguish. Don't let other people make you upset. Don't let other people have power over you or control over you. You must have that for yourself. Like the word always says, control or be controlled. Make a decision for yourself what it is that you want, who it is that you want to keep in your life, and do they deserve to have you in your life. See, when you walk in the manifestation of your light, when you know who you are, when you know what you're about, don't let other people not appreciate you. See, you have to command the respect that you deserve. And if those people are not giving you back what you put out, goodbye. There's the door. I'm definitely a person that will show people the door. Before, I couldn't do that. I couldn't speak up for myself because I was so busy being a yes woman. But the yes women and the yes men, they get trampled on, they get used as a doormat. Don't spend one moment being a doormat to other people. You deserve way more than that. See, abundance is waiting for you on the other side. Somebody who will deserve you, somebody who will respect you, somebody who will listen to you, be kind to you. You don't deserve to have one moment of unhappiness, not one moment. Okay, let's get into point number 6. And this is about affirmations. When we speak about our mental health, improving the quality of our mental health, it's very important that we have affirmations. Now, I will tell you all, when I was going through a really hard and dark time in my life, these affirmations kept my mental health together, okay? And the affirmations go something like this. Everybody has their own personal sayings, their own mantras that they have to make for themselves. But here are a few that I want to tell you all that maybe you would want to add to yours to say every day. Here's the number one. I love myself. Mhm. When you're going through a period of time where you feel that you're not being loved, you're being taken for granted, it's very important that you possess that love for yourself inside of you. Constantly seek the love inside of yourself. So, number one, I love myself. Number two, I deserve peace. See, peace is something that, just like your mental health, you don't understand how important peace is until you don't have it. So, seek that peace. You deserve the peace. And that's another follow up to that. I deserve peace. So it also means I seek peace. So it's not dependent on other people. Peace is dependent on you. Peace is dependent on you. You have to take control of that. You have to constantly be looking for that peace for yourself. So if somebody is saying something that you don't like, somebody is treating you a certain way that you don't like. Oh, Miss Tracy, thank you so much for the super sticker. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And you know what I have to do? Hold please for when the super chat hits. Mine was it was buffering a little bit on my end. I don't know if you guys got that full thing, so I'll play it one more time. Oh my gosh, I love that panda. When I saw that, I was like, yes, that one's perfect. I said my motivators will love that one. Thank you so much, Tracy, and grow what I eat. Thank you so much for the super chat. It definitely helps pour back into this channel. Very much appreciated. So let's get back into. We were speaking about affirmations, and I think somebody just came in the door. Hi, Sarah and Sarai Fitness. Welcome. I think it's your first time here. Welcome. Welcome to Marlene Motivates. I appreciate you being a part of this channel. So let's get back into talking about these affirmations, everybody. Okay. So this affirmation, right? I love myself. I deserve peace. I will seek peace. I will protect my mental health. Mhm. So say those things, and then when you say it, follow up with your action. So when you say I love myself, what are you doing to prove that love to yourself? Are you taking your me time? Are you keeping yourself away from negativity, negative people, those things that will distract you from your purpose and the things that help to pour into you and make you feel good? So when you say I will protect my mental health, that means that you have a amount of things that you will take, and you know what you won't. The more that you love yourself, the more that you're going after what you want. You don't let things outside of who you are today to disrupt it. You don't deserve, and nobody deserves, to let anybody disrupt their mental health with their negativity, their drama, their what is it? I'm trying to think of the word. With their trying to think of the word and it's not coming to me. But basically, that person wants attention. Attention seekers. That's it. That's the word. So if you don't want to be around those attention seekers, those drama people, the ones that love to gossip, you have to make those filters for yourself. You have to set a boundary. It's very important when it comes to your mental health to put boundaries in place. And I know people don't like boundaries. People don't like boundaries because in boundaries you block people. In boundaries you stand up for yourself. In boundaries you say yes when you mean yes, and you say no when you mean no. And when you have those healthy boundaries, it's for yourself. A lot of people take it personal and think, why are they doing this and why are they making changes? But you're making changes because you love yourself. That's the thing that people don't understand. When you love yourself, there's certain things that you should not take. Don't take foolishness. Don't take the drama of other people. Don't let people pour all of their workings, the things that they haven't worked on. See, I spent a long time in therapy working out all of my skeletons in the closet, all of the times where I was letting my past work my present. But when you're made brand new, I'll say it, when you're made brand new, and when you know who you are, when you know the things that you deserve, mm-mm-mm. It's a whole new you, just like it's a whole new me. Who I was yesterday is not who I am today. We should always constantly be looking and seeking and searching for personal growth, how to grow emotionally, mentally, spiritually. We should always be looking for how can we elevate that. And unfortunately, it means that we have to protect our mental health from those who are vipers, vampires, snipers, anybody who is just taking constantly from you. No, no. So here is another affirmation. I will walk away from negativity. Mm. And honestly, that was something that I had to work on. You can see negativity, you can hear negativity, be around the negativity, but it's not until you stop partaking in it. So that means if you hear gossip being spoken of another person, are you going to immediately jump into it and be a part of that problem? Or are you going to say, no, that's not how you talk to or treat another person? Even if someone is wrong, they need to work out those issues for themselves. And I said, I don't want to hear about it. I don't put Marlene in that mess. No, no. See, that's how you know that you're growing in every aspect of your life. We have to grow. We have to mature. We have to do better than our past, right? That's how we can become happier. And the last one, I don't know if I said this one, but I'll say it again if I didn't. I will seek peace. So when we're constantly seeking peace, it means that we're going to make ourselves accountable. You know, if immediately, as soon as you see something wrong being said, so a gossip, negativity, something that's draining, lies being said to you, okay, that's when you have to be like, hold on, hold on. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to have any parts of that. See, it's very important for you to stop, for you to dismiss anything that is negative. It's so hard to tell certain people no. At least it was for me. It was so hard for me because I believe that I'm a kind person. And your kindness can be taken for granted. Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. I didn't mean to make wake up the grandson. Your kindness can be taken for granted, unfortunately. And at a certain point, it's not kindness. You're actually becoming a doormat to these people. You know, you can help people if it's possible, but I always say, not at the cost of your emotional, mental, financial, and spiritual health. Mm-mm. Don't do it because you'll be sorry in the long run. You'll be sorry. So I have, let's see if I covered everything that I want to. Oh, I have a gem to drop on you guys. We're talking about our mental health, okay? We're talking about our mental health and how important it is to protect it. You know, that's a personal thing. It's something that I can tell you the words, I can give you the knowledge about how to protect your mental health. But if you just listen to things and you never put it into action, see, you have to put these things into action. So let me give a gem to you guys. Your mental health matters, right? Your mental health matters. And until you believe that, you will allow yourself to be taken off course. I'll say it again for those in the back who didn't hear. Your mental health matters. And until you believe that, you will allow things to take you off course. So until you tap into your mental health, you can see that things are affecting your mental health, making you like sometimes people will do some things and they're the ones acting crazy and doing crazy things, and they will make it seem like you're the crazy one. I was like, this is insane. You're being a good supporter, you're being kind, you're being loving, and then they will turn around and try to make it seem like you're the problem when you're the victim. So protect your mental health. You're important and you do matter. And I want you to say that until you believe it. My mental health matters. I am important. I am worthy. I am deserving of my mental health. I am deserving of my peace. And remember, like I always say, constantly seek more ways to love yourself and improve the quality of your life. Improve the quality of your life, and it will not happen until you say it, until you act on it. See, we can say that we want to protect our mental health. We can say that we want peace in our life, but if we keep surrounding ourselves with people who are negative, people who constantly do things to make us feel less than, things that that show that they don't appreciate us, or they waste our time, they waste our energy, they don't listen to us, they don't feed us mentally and spiritually. We have to constantly eat, and in this life we're eating on something. So you can continuously eat on their negativity and consume that, and guess what, you will become negative just like them if you don't put a stop to it. See, I had to learn that I have to cut the umbilical cord to people. And while I love them, I can't make it stop me, disrupt my peace, disrupt me mentally, disrupt my spiritual growth, disrupt every part of me because they're toxic, because they're negative. See, the more you love yourself is the higher your standards should be for yourself. Don't ever lower your standards or lower your vibration and your energy just because they're not there, just because they may not understand you, because they don't love you the way that you deserve. See, we give out love and we put labels on things. And I hear people say that all the time. I love you. Okay. Love is an action word. That part. Love is an action word. Love means that I'm willing to do the things that you need, not just the things that I want, you know. Don't let others' negativity consume you. Keep your peace, right? Keep your peace, keep your positivity, and do you and be you. And I just got to say, I thank all of you all, my motivators. We've been on a long journey. It's a journey every single day to love yourself, to grow in your confidence, to keep a positive attitude, to keep a positive outlook, to constantly strive, go after your dreams, and believe in yourself. I say it all the time. Believe in yourself, believe in yourself. And a part of this that I did not cover, which I am sorry I didn't cover, it's very important for you also to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the times when you lacked maturity. Forgive yourself for the times when you didn't speak up for yourself and you needed to. Forgive yourself for your lack of confidence. But today is a whole new day. Every day, give yourself the permission that you're alive another day and you have a new opportunity, right? You have a new opportunity every day to be joyful, to command peace, to protect your mental health, to take care of you, and to do the things that you want to do that is in line with your emotional, mental health, and spiritual well being. See, connect all of those pieces together and you will protect your mental health. Remember, nobody is going to do it for you. You can say all day long, I want to protect my mental health. I want to love myself. I want to protect myself financially. I want to protect myself all other aspects. But if you're not willing to do everything that you need to in order to keep your mental health, I don't know what to tell you. We have to be accountable for our own actions and what we're going to accept from others. Remember, you have to be your own best friend. There's a lot of people out there, and I just want to spread that awareness. Don't wait for other people to love you. You must love yourself. You must put on the oxygen mask for yourself every single day. Every single day. Put on the oxygen mask of the love you have for yourself. Every single day. Put on the oxygen mask and love yourself. Every single day. I got to say, I thank all of you motivators. Hang in there. Keep your head up. Be confident. Love yourself. Know that you can do great things. Be great things. Be constantly seeking love for yourself. And know that you deserve it. You deserve peace, love, kindness, and to be respected. And anything that is outside of that, they have to go. They must go. So thank you all so much. Shout out to my members. Shout out to the members. We're going to be having a member only live stream. Members only live. I look forward to seeing you guys there in the members only live. I believe that's going to be on Thursday. And I will see you guys there. I will put it on the community tab for the members only. And for my subscribers, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Keep your head up. Be positive. Walk in the manifestation of your light. Know that you are somebody, and don't let anybody tell you any different. I will see you guys tomorrow. And those who have not joined my membership, you know how I'm going to end it. Join the channel membership for member only live streams, posts, and videos. And like I always say, every single video, story time, live stream. Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ta, motivators. Bye.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?